Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Match day, Juventus versus Salernitana. I hope you're already awake because we have no time. We are playing at 3 p.m. and at 2:30 p.m. I will already be on the Juventus YouTube channel for a pre-game and then a watch-along, so you know where to find me. But that's why today I want to try a new way of recording the video. Of course, I will not edit it this time. We don't have a lot of time, otherwise the video will be out at 3 p.m. when the game was starting. So I start immediately and I will discover together with you the front pages. I prepare the front pages without reading them, so excuse me, the video will not be perfect. If you want to put a maximum of likes so that you are actually showing that you appreciate what I'm doing in the morning, I can keep you up to date. Today we will speak of course about Juve, Salernitana, but also a bit about the other teams, La Lotta Scudetto, the run for the Scudetto. Hopefully you're ready. We start immediately after the intro. We have no time to waste. We start immediately with the front pages, the Italian front pages. What are they saying? So Capuano is giving me the front pages on Twitter with Gazzetta dello Sport, Lampo Scudetto, flashes of Scudetto, because yesterday and Inter and Milan and Napoli played. Two of them did really well. Yesterday I made the video and I told you guys, I told you pay attention. I see Milan and Napoli winning. I don't see Inter winning. For me it will be a 1-1 and I predicted again. It's not the first time I'm predicting really right. So Lampo Scudetto, che Milan, what a Milan, Inter a terra, Inter on the ground. I don't know what will be the result of Juventus Salernitana today. I don't know, I can't predict the result because it's my team. Maybe we will lose and then tomorrow there will be the same titles on Gazzetta dello Sport, but please, let me enjoy a second. Let me enjoy Inter on the ground, Inter a terra. When I read that I feel happy, Napoli tiene duro. Il Napoli is keeping on because they won yesterday 2-1, and so they are still at -3 of Milan, -6 at the moment for Inter. And then you see the pictures of the Milan players celebrating the goal of Bennacer. We continue with the second page because they are not speaking about Juve, but maybe Corriere is doing Corriere dello Sport, neither. I don't see it. I see Leclerc, Ferrari, Formula 1 start again for the people that loves Formula 1. Yesterday pole position for Ferrari, we love Ferrari. If you're a Juve fan, you need to love Ferrari, guys. And then l'Inter non c'è più. Inter is not there anymore. The second page, that makes me happy. I know they are not speaking about Juve on the first page, but when they're speaking bad about the Inter, I feel well. L'Inter non c'è più. Inter is not there anymore. And then we continue with the third page, guys, because Tuttosport is speaking about Juve a bit. You know, let me go back on Corriere because I forgot to mention something. L'Inter pari con la Viola. Inter 1-1 versus Fiorentina. 7 points in 7 games. Disaster. Total disaster. Only one win in the last 7 games. But Inzaghi, Simone is saying, io primo responsabile. I am the first responsible for what's happening to Inter. Guys, I don't know if you watch the videos or not, but I predicted it so long time ago. The second part of the season for Inzaghi is a disaster. Happened so many times with Lazio, so I'm not surprised at all. Maybe they will win, but I'm not surprised at all. So we go back to Tuttosport. L'Inter perduta, lost Inter, because they are totally lost. They don't know what to do anymore. And the third page on 3 pages that makes me happy today. Inter lost. They are lost. I love to see them suffering. And then what about Juventus? Because Juventus is suffering as well. Let's be humble. Juventus, la resa dei conti, the moment of truth, and we see a screaming Allegri. So you know what we will do, guys? We will go through some international papers because they are speaking about El Clasico, question de honor. It's a matter of honor, and that's what Juventus versus Salernitana has to do. It's not El Clasico, of course. With the world game of Marca, it's not El Clasico, but for us, Juve Salernitana represent a lot. And then they're speaking again, we don't care. We go to Tuttosport inside, because inside double pages about Milan, e il Milan vola via. Milan is flying away, pay attention because Inter is still there. Magia di Bennacer, magic of Bennacer, per Pioli 3 passi ver lo Scudetto. For Pioli 3 steps towards the Scudetto. Finale con Risa, it was a disaster at the end of the game of yesterday, Cagliari-Milan. And then again in Cagliari, and it's not the first time, guys. Now I'm a bit serious. They're speaking again about some racist chants and so on. Cagliari is really a disaster. Hopefully they can stop really soon with these things, because I really don't like it. We continue with Inter. Lo Scudetto sia lontana. Scudetto is flying away. It's further away for Inter. Inter another stop. I don't want to speak too much about Inter, so let me go to the next page. Dzeko and Lautaro again not scoring. Only one that scored yesterday was Dumfries in a 1-1. Doppietta di Osimhen, brace from Osimhen. Napoli fa sul serio. Napoli is doing really serious business. We continue because I want to speak about Juve, and here we are. Allegri is shaking Juve, is shaking up Juventus. They want to be alert, especially after the Villarreal game. He doesn't want to see the players that are really depressed. We have to be alert and awake, tutti insieme per vincere, all together to win. That's what he's saying. Squadra in ritiro. You know that yesterday they all slept at the J Hotel because they want to do team. They want to be cohesive. They want to form a team and to be a family. That's what Allegri wants to. We don't want to have depressed people at home all together and waking up really early because we have to train also this morning before playing versus Salernitana. That caused a bit of problems. We know it. Yesterday Allegri spoke about it in press conference that Dybala and Cuadrado, they went to him. He spoke about Dybala that was asking to change the schedule, and Allegri said no, we spoke already too much about that. So let me go towards the possible lineups of today. So I'm zooming in. You see here a kind of 4-4-2 with Szczesny here, Danilo on the right, De Ligt, Chiellini and Pellegrini on the left. Bernardeschi can be the newness of today on the left with Rabiot, Arthur and Cuadrado, Vlahovic and Morata. That's according to Tuttosport. We have so many different possible lineups, guys, so we can go to other lineups. Let me show you. Can I go to the lineups immediately? Here we are. The lineups, the possible lineups. Let me check if we have them. Here we are with Giovanni Albanese that is saying actually Perin in the goal, De Sciglio, so Perin starting, then De Sciglio, De Ligt and Chiellini, a three-man defense, Cuadrado on the right, Danilo as a midfielder, Arthur, Rabiot, and then Pellegrini on the left, Dybala and Vlahovic. 3-5-2 with Dybala. You see, it's total different lineups today. Guys, we continue with the other news of Tuttosport probably. I told you about the lineups. Let me go back. Here we are. Hey, guys, I told you that I was sorry that I am not 100% prepared on that one. So, Vlahovic, Max, c'è l'Inter nel mirino, è più vicina del previsto. Max, Massimiliano Allegri, Inter is already there. They are there because if we win today, we are at the moment at -1, waiting for Inter to recuperate their game. When will they do it? I have no idea, but one day I hope that they will play that game so that we can't speak anymore with one game in hand, but we can potentially be at -1. They are actually closer than we were thinking a few games ago, where people were thinking it was impossible. Imagine if we finish third before Inter, collapse of Inter, disaster Inter, and then vincere per poi sfidare i nerazzurri a -3. Guys, that could be really beautiful because the next game is Inter. Pay attention to Vlahovic, Morata and Pellegrini. All three players are at risk suspensions. Then we can continue with the other pages of Tuttosport. What are they saying about Juve? Vlahovic ritrova il maestro. Vlahovic will meet back the maestro. Who is the maestro? It's not the coach of Salernitana, but it is Franck Ribéry. They had a really great relationship with together. Ribéry è stato un esempio per il serbo. For the Serbian player, Ribéry was an example. Gli ha inculcato il concetto di fame. It's actually, Ribéry is the one that transmit in Vlahovic the concept of grinta, of wanting to play. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. And then Juve senza 12 nazionali, then we're thinking about the international break. Juventus, 12 international players will leave Juventus for the international break. Not Dybala that will stay at Torino, maybe with a renewal of a contract because they meet on Monday. Maybe not. Let's see what will happen. But Matthias Soulé will fly, and also Connie de Winter that will train with the Belgian national team. That's beautiful for Connie de Winter. Our under 23 are doing beautiful. And then Mercato, that's the last topic before we stop the video Juve mossa per Paredes. Paredes is like a Rabiot at the time. It is like so many players that every time, like Milik and so on, that every time they are coming back again. Mossa per Paredes. Let me put it a bit bigger so that I can really see what they are saying. Alla Continassa lavorano su più tavoli. At Continassa they are working on different tables. They have different objectives in mind. Zaniolo avanza. Zaniolo is closer to Juve, and Pogba invia segnali. And Pogba is sending signs because he wants to go back to Juve. Per la difesa resta caldo Rudiger, che si svincola a giugno. Rudiger is still an objective of Juve. Pay attention, because when we said he already signed, not true. We have to wait a moment. He's closed. I believe Rudiger can be a Juve player, but at the moment it's absolutely not official. In attesa che si sblocchi la situazione del Chelsea e di Jorginho, ecco il sondaggio dell'argentino del PSG. Why are they speaking about Paredes? Because we want Jorginho as a B plan for Pogba, not Pogba and Jorginho together. But if Jorginho is not able to leave Chelsea, you know the situation, the dramatic situation of Chelsea, Juventus is already anticipating mercato and studying for Paredes from PSG. The player that I don't really like, it is what it is. Guys, yesterday the women, they won 2-0 versus Napoli. La Juve domina il Napoli, inseguitrici più lontane, with the goals of Hurtic and Caruso, 2-0, and that's beautiful because we are taking again for the Juventus women team some advantage in the ranking. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that I didn't do the usual one with preparing and so on, so sorry if it was not as fluid as possible. Maximum of like. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and thank you. Forza Juve.